G'day Playmates, and welcome to another Harmer vid. We're with DCS. We're on the carrier, and we're going to look at JSOW operations, specifically pre-planned mode. I'm just going to get out of the way and let the early warning and the tanker take off. Then I'm going to ask the crew chief to load up some JSOWs, and then we'll look at pre-planning mode, which can be a little bit curly, as per quite a lot of Hornet operations. Okay, first things first, let's load up. We're going to take 3 bags of fuel. Because it's quite a distance. And then we're going to take a pair of JSOWs, the 54Cs. I'm going to take a pair on 8. And a pair on 2. We'll take a 120C AMRAAM, and we'll take a lightning pod. We will go with a full tank, and that should do us.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
Alright, be back when all that's done.
Rearming complete.
Okay, rearming's complete. Let's go to pre-plan mode. So let me just focus in on the left DDI and explain a little bit about the JSOWs. As you can see, we've got 2 JSOWs on station 8 and 2 JSOWs on station 2. Now, for each slot, we can put in a number of pre-planned coordinates. So at the moment, the mode is PP for pre-planned, as against TOO, which is target of opportunity, and I'm just focusing in on that. So we want pre-planned mode. Fusing is instantaneous. Okay, and we're going to step from 8 to 2. And we're going to go to the JSOW display, and we're going to create a mission. And as you can see, for station 2, we've actually got 6 slots, so we could actually, if we were able to get 6 JSOWs on station 2, we could do a pre-planned mode for each one of them, but we've only got 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use slot PP1 and PP2 to put in some coordinates. Okay, how do we do that? Well, we're going to need to go to the map if the mission designer hasn't already pre-programmed the missions on the kneeboard. Okay, so we are heading all the way over here. And at Prince Hassan, the airfield, we have got a building, a workshop, a tech hangar, and also another building type. So we need to get the coordinates for these particular building, so we really need to zoom into maximum, and then by hitting I think it's the alternate key, the left alternate, and clicking on the left mouse button, we can actually bring up the coordinates. Both the metric, long standard, long precise, long decimal, and the grid. So yeah, okay. So what we're now going to do is we're now going to go to the upfront controller to put in the target coordinates. Okay. We'll forget the term for the moment. That's not important, but we will go to position. Latitude is going to be north, and we need the latitude along precise, which is going to be 321001. 321001. We're going to enter that, and then enter the decimal, which is 0.51. 51. Enter. And you can see down here, target, we've got 321001.51. Next is longitude, and easting is going to be 370850. 370850. Enter, and the decimal is 87. 87. Enter. Okay, so we've got lat and long. We now need to go out of the UFC and go back in again, because we need to put in the elevation. And we'll put the elevation in, for the sake of argument, let's go with feet. So it's 2148 feet. 2148. Enter. And you can now see that PP1 is on cross, which means that we've actually got a pre-planned mode for that. So now I'm going to move on to PP2, and again it's pre-planned mode, and we're going to go to the target upfront controller, and I'm going to get rid of this. Well, I'm not. No, actually, I'm going to go back to the map. Okay, so that was our first building. The second one is, let's go to this workshop here. So we'll zoom in on the workshop. And again, we will go left Alt and hit that. And now we've got a new set of coordinates. So again, we're going to go to target UFC and position, and the latitude, and north is 321004. 321004. Enter. Decimal 64. 64. Enter. Longitude is east. 370920. 370920. And decimal is 55. 55. And enter. And then we'll go back out again and back in to do the elevation, which is going to be in feet, and that is 2148, same as the other. 2148, and enter. Okay, so as you can see now, PP2 has been uncrossed, and if we flip between the two of them, we can see the change in target information. There and there. Okay, so now let's head to Station 8. And there's Station 8. But I'm not going to confuse things by using PP1 and PP2. What I'm going to do for Station 8 is I'm going to use the 3rd and the 4th slot. I could quite easily use the 5th and the 6th. So I'm going to go there. And I'm going to go to the target upfront controller. I am then going to go back to the map and put in my next set of coordinates, and we have a tech hangar right here. And we'll left alt that and left click it, go back, and we will input lat, and that will be north, and that is 320942. 320942. Enter. Decimal 10. 1 0. Enter. Longitude eastings 370945. 370945. Enter. Decimal 3 1. Enter, and we'll check that. Yep. So now come out of the UFC, go back in again, and the elevation in feet is 2148. And enter, and you can see PP3 has now been cleared. So let's now put the last one in, PP4. Go back to the map, and our last target is the M92 building, and I will yeah, I'll just grab those coordinates. So, position, latitude, north is 3209, 320929, 320929, and the decimal is 66. Longitude easting is 370925. 370925. Enter, and the decimal is 64. 64. Enter. And back out and back in again for elevation, which is going to be in feet. 2148. Nice and consistent. 2148, and enter. And you can see that that's now cleared PP3 and PP4. So just going away from Station 8, we have on Station 2 PP1 and PP2. Then on Station 8 we have PP3 and PP4. As I say, you know, look, You could use PP1 and PP2 for Station 8, but I just find it a little bit easier to work with it this way. All right, so all we got to do now is to fly this sucker. So I will see you in the air. Okay, 90 miles to the target, and you can see that the pre-planned mode is already up on my HSI, showing 80 miles away. Let's drop that to 40, and let's get out of the targeting pod, and let's go to stores. Let's go to air to ground mode. Let me just get out of the radar mode. Go back to HSI, and we're going to arm. And we have got our JSOWs on Station 2 ready. So we'll go to the display, and we'll go to mission, and we're going to use PP1 to drop our first JSOW. Okay, essentially what will happen is, as soon as Station 2 has been deployed, the Hornet will automatically go to the opposite station. So you should see Station 8 pop up, and then pre-plant 3 and pre-plant 4 will be available. So you can, and as soon as that's been released, it'll go back to Station 2, and so on and so forth. So you can rifle these off pretty quickly, or rather pickle them fairly quickly. So I'm basically hoping to do all 4 of them in one pass. And you can see on my HUD up front is my timer to get within range. Okay, back when we're a bit nearer. Okay, we got a minute to go. So as you can see from the HSI display, the outer ring is our in range. So at the moment we're out of range, but we will be in range fairly soon. The inner ring is the non-release ring, which basically means you're obviously too close to the target. So my max speed is 0.87 at the moment, and we're just about ready to launch our first JSOW. Okay, so now you can see on the HUD we're in range and pickle. So now you can see that we've now jumped to Station 8. We're going to select PP3 and pickle. One away, and we're now back to Station 2, but we want PP2 because we've already let one go at PP1. And release, and then finally PP4 and release. Okay, let's watch those go in. Okay, that's our first JSOW, that's our second JSOW, that's our third, and that's our fourth. So I think we will watch. We'll watch number 4. That's going to be the last one to go in. So as you can see, basically these are glide bombs, and they use a module inside them, a GPS module, to basically glide to the target with a bit of luck. Of course, because these guys are GPS guided, they're all-weather 24-hour jobs. Yep, I can just see the airfield slightly to the left and below the JSOW. So this is number 4. Okay, and yep, there I am up there, heading away from the target. Well, actually over the target. Yeah, obviously I'm on autopilot mode there. Now, obviously, the JSOWs work really well when there's no interfering terrain. If you've got mountains in the glide path, then yeah, they can quite easily just explode harmlessly into a hillside, and all you're going to get is a few dead sheep. So hoping that we can see the first 3 go in and make and take their targets down. I think there's a plume of smoke down there that looks like number 1 has found its target, and there's another plume of smoke there for number 2 and number 3. Yep, we've got fires burning there, buildings have been taken down. And now the A version of the JSOW basically drops cluster munitions, so they're essentially anti-personnel. The C version is for hardened bunkers and military buildings, civilian buildings. Right, okay. This guy should be diving down fairly soon. Unless I programmed it wrongly. Okay, well, pity about that. I would think that I've put in the wrong coordinates for this last one, because I can see the building on the apron down there that it should have taken out. Okay, well, pity about that. You can't win them all. Everybody makes mistakes, and I made one. So, I don't know where this guy's going, but yeah, he's heading way out of the area. Okay, so with warts and all, there you have pre-planned mode with JSOWs. Also works exactly the same for JDAMs, which also use a guidance kit. Okay, hope that this has cleared up any confusion about the putting coordinates into each station. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.